Detroit Historical Museum is home to some of the city's greatest stories and greatest treasures. And this January, the museum opens several new exhibits. In fact, they're opening up right now.
And for a look at what's new, Rebecca is here with us from the Historical Society. Thanks all for coming in today.
It's always a pleasure.
So first off, let's start. If somebody hasn't been to the Historical Society, kind of walk us through what they could expect.
Well, you know, the Detroit Historical Museum is really one of those places where you get a little bit of everything in Detroit's history. So it's a really fun place. We open 8 to 10 new exhibits there every year.
That's a lot.
There's literally something new to see every time you come. And today we're opening a new exhibit. It's a kids exhibit. It is by 826 Michigan, so it's a kids writing group. It's really cute. Portraits of kids, their stories on the wall, really fun to see.
Perfect timing to visit, right? So tell us a little bit about what you have planned ahead of MLK Day on Monday.
Well, so Martin Luther King Day is always a special thing for us. We're usually not open on Mondays, so we're opened on Monday this week, 10 to 2, and we're offering a whole bunch of family-friendly activities. We've got Sharon Sexton coming, and she's reading from her children's book, which is a recount of her experience as a kid at the 1963 March for Freedom in Detroit. So really, that'll be really fun for kids. We also, just announcing today, Dr. William Anderson, who is one of Dr. King's personal friends, he stayed at his house here in Detroit when King visited, is going to be on stage telling about his experience with Dr. King too that day.
That is incredible. Is that all? That's also Monday?
That's also Monday. Yep, 10
amazing
to 2. Lots of fun stuff.
Have such a connection to such a historical figure like that. I mean, it's amazing. We all, hear of Martin Luther King Jr. and we all know, but to have a personal connection like that come to speak, that's special.
It is special. And you know what? It's kind of like we forget that he was a real person. Yeah. He had real connections. He had family in Detroit. So he came to visit us quite often.
How lucky are we to be able to have someone like that in Detroit and be able to share and actually people can come hear him speak? That is amazing.
You know, having that personal connection is something that you just can't get everywhere, but you can get it at the Historical Museum.
You sure can. Now there's so much more going on as well as that. That's the special celebrations on Monday. You also have basketball exhibit, right? The Detroit Pistons.
You know what? There was a time when the Pistons were really the hot commodity.
They were.
Believe it or not, right.
And we're opening a new exhibit at the end of the month, 3520. It celebrates all of their championships, and we're just really looking forward to that. We're going to have some players in. We're going to have some personalities. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to convince George Blaha to come back to our museum. He was there in the spring. We put his handprints in cement, so it's going to be a really cool exhibit. And that exhibit is actually a big deal for us because it is a changeover of a permanent exhibit. Our Gallery of Innovation is becoming the City of Champions Gallery, and the Pistons exhibit will be the first exhibit for an ongoing sports-themed new gallery in the museum. We don't get to do that very much.
That is great. Remember the Bad Boys, the championship team?
We could kind of relish in those good times, right?
You know what? And we've got a partnership with the Bad Boys designer. We've got Bad Boys stuff in the museum store right now. We're one of the only places where you can get that regularly. So come on down and get some Bad Boys stuff. Remember the good old days.
Hot ticket.
Yeah, I got to remember the good old days. Okay. Any other big upcoming exhibits or events that we should know about?
You know what? Right at the beginning of February, we're actually hosting a gala in the Detroit Historical Museum. We don't do that very often. Tickets are very affordable, $75 a ticket. You get a whole evening it's a dance party, strolling dinner, drinks, everything on the house. You get to enjoy all of the exhibits, and you get to celebrate our Hustle honorees one last time. So that's February 3rd. Tickets are available now.
Dance party. What kind of dance? Anything specific? Can I freestyle?
You know what? You can, but the program's called The Hustle. So we're going to be doing The Hustle.
That. Better know. And
you have time. You have a few weeks to brush up on it.
I do. You know what? I brush up every day. I love your webcam. I'm just looking at it. Tell people about this live webcam. It's a little dark right now, but what can they see?
You know what? So we've got a webcam up on top of the Dawson Great Lakes Museum. You get a gorgeous view of the river all the time. So all the action out there. We even actually recently had a bird peeking into the webcam. So we had a whole series of bird pictures that were hilarious for about a whole day.
You never know what you'll see on the
webcam.
Always
entertaining. Yeah, it looks pretty dark right now. We're not seeing snow just yet there, but it does look like a beautiful shot.
That's good. Rebecca, thanks a lot for dropping by this morning.
It's a pleasure.
Once again, quickly, when do the MLK Day celebrations kick off?
Monday, the 15th, 10 to 2.
10 to 2.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you.